Right, you can ignore what I said about how to mark this up in the first or second video. What you've got to do is, for every 12th that you go round the little clock, the clock that goes round that way, you've got to go down. So for every 12th you go down, so say that's 12, that's 1, you've got to go 2 around the clock that goes that way, so that's 11, 10, and then at 3 it's 9, 8, so you're going 2 around this clock for every 1 around the little clock that goes round. So just mark a spiral and it will come back round and meet itself at 12 o'clock again, and that is the face of the Mobius strip, and it is opposite itself. So then come down from your 12 o'clock till 3 o'clock and do the same thing, and then you get another spiral that comes back to itself at 3 o'clock there. And then I just used a double pencil, 2 pencils held together, marked out equal points everywhere it crossed one of the clocks, you know, on this little circle, and then join those up. So I've got 3 green lines now, a thick spiral if you like. I can colour that in, and that's going to be the edge, and that's how thick I want my strip to be. The face of it is from one side of the green to the other, so I'll be carving away the red, but I'll be carving from green to green a flat that twists as it goes round, if you see. And it will come in that way and come back to the start. So the red is my flat and the green is my edge, and I'll have about 3/8 of an inch thick and about, well, just under the inch wide, or it will be an inch wide. So that's the correct way to mark it out. For every 1 that you go around that way, you're going 2 this way. It doesn't matter if you mark it clockwise or anti-clockwise. Alright, thanks for watching. So I messed around with different tools, and I found the best tool to carve this was 1x32 belt sander, and you can just work against it most of the way around, 3 parts of the way around on that, and get you outside. Well, it's the same face, there's no outside inside. The flat, which if it was just a torus, the flat of the outside of the torus, but the inside flat, I used a rasp and an electric file, and then a file, and that's pretty well it, and a bit of sandpaper. So I've coloured it using the chameleon powders, the chameleon flakes, and mica powder for the green line. So you get some nice, and it's funny because of all the different angles of the lights hitting it. I textured this just with tapping it with a burr, a small burr, you know, Dremel, to get it a texture into just the flat, not on the sides. So yeah, you can see all of the colours of the chameleon in one go, because you're hitting it at so many different angles. In real life, that's how you get purple, blue, and like a turquoise colour all at the same time, and also because of the facets, I suppose they add to that. So yeah, it took about an hour to carve away that excess, and then another hour just messing about with it and applying the finish after I turned the torus, which took less than an hour. Alright, thanks for watching. Oh, I've also been nearly finished the threading jig.